Access to quality fish feed have been a major challenge for fish farmers in Liberia.
Fisheries.
With funding from the World Bank, the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority is implementing the Liberia Sustainable Management Fishery Program to all fisher folks and fishmongers.
National Fisheries.
They are here for you.
National Fisheries.
Let us come together, bringing our vision to our nation.
We see aquaculture have been a lip service over the years, over the decades. We haven't utilized, the potential we have in our natural resources, the rivers, the water bodies and what have you. From on our own vision for aquaculture, we're going to go industrial.
One issue we have the aquaculture sector is capacity. There's a huge challenge with farmers, capacity. So one of the things that the World Bank project, the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries project, that we decided to do is to enhance the technical capacity of farmers, that they could also help themselves, with some, technical issues. So, some of the issues relating to the low technical capacity is low productivity. So because of that, the farmers are not actually, producing the quality of fish that they're supposed to produce. The fish are stunted because of poor water quality management, poor feeding, let's say habit, and also poor construction. So those are some of the things that actually inspire us to take on this capacity building for fish farmers.
I knew a little about aquaculture before going to the training. We did so many things in the aquaculture training, which of course that are malnourished or what I acquired there was the treatment for the fish.
We said two of our staff, when it came from there, it was another knowledge added to what we had here already. So they told us that the first thing was keeping grass around the constructions here, the surface tank and out of the concrete tanks. That we shouldn't, instead of weeding all around, we should keep them around. It's good. I think it balances the ecosystem. They started sharing with us what they learned, adding to what we have already learning from. So that process alone helped boost the system. At least we can have some understanding on aquaculture, especially inland fish farming.
When I went for the training, it add more value to me, keeping record system, how you should manage your sat, it have a lot of value, to my learning. Feeding your fish, you should observe a lot of things, right? You can well feed your fish, you can overfeed your fish, you can underfeed your fish. So as time, if you feed your fish, if they are not eating it for if you put in the feed and then they are not consuming it for 3 to 5 minutes, you can just keep on feeding. Because fish feed constitutes 70% into your system, so you know how to damage your feed. So you know how to overfeed your fish or underfeed your fish.
It was a good experience for him. I think building young people capacity is important. Upon his return, our conversation made me to understand that he learned new things, how to manage his environment, how to care for the species of fish that we have and that we may have in the future, and how to manage his water system. At this point, because of those few days' impact, he's now lending help to his colleagues who did not go to the seminar, but he has brought new ideas. And we are hoping that we continue to keep that relationship, that he can get more ideas and we can do multiple fish farming here.
I was glad when this opportunity came. I said, no, myself can go. Let me send one of my staff out there so they can go and experience the knowledge I gain in Ghana, that when I say something to them, they'll also be able to compare it with what they're going to gain here as well. So Samuel Colley, one of my staff, he went and he was able to, learn some new things. So when he came back, he said, oh, boss, actually the same thing you've been teaching us here, we went out there, it is the same thing they put teaching. That is to say, that is to just validate the knowledge you've been giving us here and to be able to take it seriously, because whether or not we take it serious. We're having to step out there. We're going to still do the same thing. So, I mean, it was a kind of excitement for him when he came back, and he has changed the face of the business.
I was just doing it by myself. Whether I buy fish feed, whether I hiring people to go on the farm, I was not recording it. I was just guessing. Yes. The record keeping, if you don't know how to record your expenses which you put in the fish pond, it can be no losses inside. Because if you don't know the account, you don't know how to sell your record, to know your account and your income, you can say nothing in the fish farming. The current record system is helping me because my expenses are going through. I just stock my fish and all harvest. So it helps me. The expenses which are going through, after the harvest, I will know the expenses I made and the one that I add on it.
Before the training, there were a lot of mistakes we used to make. Okay, we didn't even know the type where we supposed to take the fish from. We just take the fish from anywhere and just carry it to our pond. And then we didn't know the density that we're supposed to put there, just put any amount of fish. And then we also just used to feed any kind of way, just any amount, any time. And that was not also good. You got to know that you have to be careful to know where you are getting your fingerling from, to know the history, or now you're bringing problem to your pond. And you also got to know that it's good to feed with quality feed, which will also be able to help you to get the fish of good size.
I never had any training. So we used to dig. The first thing, we would dig deep. And when we do it, I had more than 5 ponds here. More than 5 ponds. Before Nafa could come in, I had more than 5, small. Thinking that when it's small, the fish will grow. Now knowing when it's like that, the fish can really grow. But I never knew it. So when they brought the training, they started with us and they started telling us how we can get all our good fish from out. They taught us how to keep data, how to measure the fish. You measure the fish. The time you started to know the kilo of it, whether it's growing or not. It really helped me to know how to fix the local fees for the fish. Because I don't know about wheat brain, the corn, the bony toss, all those things. When they came, they taught us how to grind it, or you can palm it in a mother, or you can get a local cassava grinding machine, grind your feed. So you can be able to pellet it in our local zone and do it. We still need training because we still want to enlarge our farm. When the farm is getting large, the training got to be more.
We want to do aquaculture and inland fisheries differently. We want to ensure that we provide the right kind of tonnage, that will boost local production. So we're very intentional with that. The clay hatchery also is being reconstructed. That's another hub we're looking at to be able to get our own local materials and produce feed in our country.
Also the practical feed formulation, because that is one of the key challenges. Most of the farmers don't know how to mix, the available ingredients. So we show them.
The feed, they taught us the local way of producing it.
The feed is hard to get. So from what we were trained on, we look for some of the local feed and then put them together and then blend them. Then we use it.
And we're still looking for the possibility of having feed right in Liberia.
Access to quality fish feed have been a major challenge for fish farmers in Liberia.
Local material I'm using, it can help me to grow my fish farm. And we don't have machine for the feed. If we have machine to be producing the feed, I'm sure we will do better.
In the next 5 years, I want to improve this farm to the higher level and also be one of the higher fish producer in Bon County.
In the next 5 years, I'm expecting myself to get large farm.
Our plan is to get across the major rivers in Montserrat and the rural areas. Make use of the river.
I have a big dream for aquaculture. I want to do it as my profession. Yes, so in the next 5 years, I not just want for Liberia to depend on me as a fishery, but the world, at large.
In the next 5 years, I'm expecting Cape to be one of the aquaculture best farm in Liberia.
We hope to see it growing. We are at an end where we look into managing what is available to reap. So with the support of few of our partners, money was raised to establish this. Now we are moving into marketing aspect. The prospect of expansion here will be based on the Liberian economic and what the market is going to look like. So we pray and hope that market gets better.
See Liberia in the next 5 years to start exporting fish out of Liberia to other countries, even in Europe, because we actually have a very fresh and good water body in Liberia to be able to venture into quality and high yielding production aquaculture wise.
I want to tell NAFA thank you. I also want to extend my thanks and appreciation to the World Bank. Thanks and appreciation I have to give to NAFA and the World Bank.
We are glad that we have NAFA.
I tell NAFA thank you, also the World Bank. Thank you.
Let us come together, bringing our vision to our nation.